Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get Contra to work by downloading it because MU Paradise, their download link is unavailable now, probably because of the DMCA strike from Nintendo. So I have a friend working on that right now, and I'm going to go mix my food because I'm cooking supper at the same time. Be right back. Okay. Not sure if you guys heard my Skype beep. Okay. Not going to say the name of this site just in case fucking Nintendo's like hard pressed in tracking people down. Okay. SNES. Nintendo Entertainment. Okay, net. Okay, I'm gonna grab some NES ROMs first because the NES ROMs I have for some reason don't work, which pisses me off. Browse by category. They have the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, the N64, and then the NES. Why not have all the Nintendo things in their own area? Please. That'd be nice. Okay. Contra 3. So that'd be in the C section. Do I have Super Castlevania 4? I do believe I have Super Castlevania 4, so I didn't even have to worry about that. I think, like, I'm not that stupid. Like, I'm not that stupid where it's like, I've already got it. Like, I'm gonna check just in case. You can't have a SNES ROM or a SNES emulator without having Super Mario All Stars, Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Super Castlevania 4. Those are like the quintessentials. Star Fox, Star Fox is good. I do like the old school Star Fox, but Star Fox 64 is just far superior. I haven't heard anybody talk about Star Fox 2. Let's see. Did I have it in? I think I have it in ROMs, not games. No, I do not. I do not have Super Castlevania. So it's probably in the S's. There we go. Contra 3, the Alien Wars. So I got to go to S because for some, like that's the one thing I hate about Nintendo is they always love slapping their gimmick name of their console onto things. Super. It's Super Nintendo, so we need to have everything say Super on it. Like, well, hang on. Secret of Evermore. That was a fairly good game from what I remember playing. But I would not download it. Okay, come on. Sid Meier's Civilization? No. No, I'm sorry. SimCity 2000? No. The PC version is far superior. I don't know why people like the SNES version. Soul Blazer, Space Invaders, Speedy Gonzales, Spider-Man, X-Men, Arcades, Revenge, Maximum Carnage. I had Separation Anxiety. I had for Spider-Man, Star Fox 2, Deep Space Nine, Crossroads of Time. I have Starfleet Academy. That's a fairly fun game. Street Fighter. I'm not a big fan of Street Fighter, surprisingly. Super 3D Baseball, Super 4WD The Baja, Super 8, Super Adventure Island, Super Diver, Super Aleste, Super Alfred Chicken, Super Aoki Ukami, Gaunchi Hishi, Super Aquatic Games starring the Aquabats, Super Back to the Future Part 2, Super BC Kid, Super Bakken O 95, Super Baseball Simulator 1000 or 1.000, Super Bases Loaded, Super Bases Loaded 2, Super Bases Loaded 3, License to Steal, Super Batter Up, Super Battleship, Super Battle Tank, Super Battle Tank 2, Super Big 2, Super Bickery Man, Super Billiard Championship Pool, Super Birdie Rush, Super Black Bass or Bass, Super Black Bass or Bass 2, Super Black Bass or Bass 3, Super Bomberman, Panic Bomber W, Super Bomberman 2, Super Bomberman 3, 4, and 5. Super Bomb Bliss, Super Bonk, Super Bowling, Super Buster Bros, Super Caesar's Palace, Super Casino, Caesar's Palace, Super Casino 2, Super Castles, Super Castlevania 4, Super Chase HQ, Super Chinese Fighter, Super Chinese World 2 and 3, Super Conflict, Super Kappa, Super Cup Soccer. Oh my fucking god! Just the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Like Jesus fucking Christ, you did not need so many things with the word super. Like Mario Kart. There wasn't a Mario Kart on the NES. Just call it Mario Kart, not Super Mario Kart. Fucking god, there's just so many to say super on them. It's just ugh. Super X Terminator 2 Sasuke. The fuck is that? Okay. Now, how do I download? Just click the fucking zip file. Okay, thank you, save. So I got Contra 3, the Alien Wars coming soon. I know it's been played over on RGL on Twitch during the mini SNES marathon last week. Sounds super, but it was Super Nintendo. No idea. So it was super. Yeah, like it's just fucking absolutely balls to the walls insane that they have fucking super on every goddamn fucking thing in the goddamn game franchise. Same with 64 and Wii. Be right back, my food. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry for taking so fucking long, guys. Fucking dirty rice takes forever. Takes forever to cook. Especially if you have to ground beef, like a lot of ground beef, like I have. Like I'm cooking up 5 pounds of ground beef. So that shit's gonna slow cook. Because I don't like fucking fast cooking all my shit and it gets worse. Give me a second because I got a text message. Okay. So I have Super Castlevania 4 and Alien Wars downloaded. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, here's some I'm going to ask for some recommendations for Super Nintendo games because I'm on here right now. So if you want me to grab a game now, tell me now. I'm going to be looking for The Legend. Okay, I have to grab The Legend of Zelda. I have to grab Contra for the NES. Castlevania 1, 2, and 3. I'll be playing. I'm probably going to be playing a Castlevania game on Halloween. Actually, let me see when Halloween lands. Halloween lands on a Tuesday. I could do a horrible movie matinee Monday on the 30th, leading up to Halloween, and I will watch two really because I haven't done horrible movie matinee Monday in a while because it's just been too busy at work. But I can do that. I can do that for you guys. Simon's Quest, Dracula's Curse, Zelda 2, the game everybody fucking hates, but I think is actually a pretty decent Zelda game. I like Zelda 2. It's not that bad. Contra, classic NES game. I might do my Super Mario Brothers playthrough on here because I did that on iVlog, and you know I haven't been on iVlog in fucking forever. So let me check. I already have Super Metroid. I do have Earthbound. I'm not stupid. I have Super Metroid because so here's the thing. Super Metroid and just the Metroid games in general are okay. They're not balls to the walls amazing games. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there that I'm friends with that are going to go, oh, he said that? And it's going to be like, yeah, I said that. Just like I don't think Dark Souls is like the be-all, end-all greatest game of all time. It's a good game. I will give it that. It's a good, fun game. I enjoy it. It's difficult. It's Nintendo hard. Like, you need to get good. I've played the first and second Dark Souls games. They're okay. Like, they're like, I'm not like when I'm sitting there playing Dark Souls, I'm not going, holy shit, this is just groundbreaking. It's just, oh, it's a really difficult game. Okay. Like, when I like and the thing is, Super Metroid isn't even like, it's just a remake. It's essentially a remake. Like, you fight the bosses, and then you fight Mother Brain at the end. And then the giant Metroid comes and fucking helps you takes out Mother Brain. Like, it's a pseudo sequel / reboot. Just got updated graphics. Yeah, it has the baby Metroid from Metroid 2, and it follows that plot line where Ripley attacks the space station, and you try to stop him, but he gets away with the Metroid and goes back to the to fucking not LV-426, and then you have to fight the 4 bosses again, and then you have to fight Mother Brain. Like, it's a sequel / reboot because you're going through the same levels you did in the original Metroid. just with, like I said, with updated graphics and sound. Yeah, that's true. There were only 2 bosses. Same with like I would say Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania 4 is a remake of Super Castlevania. Or not Super Castlevania, of just regular Castlevania. Yeah, like I enjoyed Super Metroid for what it is. But like it's just there's this feverish fucking I have Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, Terranigma I've never heard of before. Because I remember Callants bitching at me constantly. Like, you need to get Soul Blazer 1 and 2. I'm like, all right, I got Soul Blazer 1 and 2. And I think Shadow also told me to get Soul Blazer way back then, and when I was streaming Vizd, when I was playing on Vizd for all my emulating games. Okay, Terranigma was more in Europe. Okay. And this is this is NES. So I got everything there, so I got to get Zelda too. But yeah, like I just don't get it. Like I just don't get like the hype. And that's not saying like, oh hey, like just these games. Like no, it's a fair amount of games. Like I love Fable. Absolutely love Fable. And I love Fable the Lost Chapters and Fable 2. And I'm really pissed off that Fable 3 was just a shit game. But the thing is, like, I'm not like going, oh, they're flawless. They're not. They have a lot of flaws in them. A lot of flaws, and people have consistently mocked the games. But I still like them. I still love them. You just sent it to me? I'm not. Did you send it over on Skype? Also, give me a. I already. Also, I have Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Dan, I remember playing that when I was a little kid. Be right back. Oh, I already downloaded it. It's only like what 87 kilobytes, 86.6 kilobytes. I was close. Like that's just a blink in the eye. Uh, let's see. This is SNES. What else did I want to grab? Oh. Here's something. I downloaded or I pirated I pirated RPG Maker MV. Is that the new one? MV? Let me check just in case. MV. Yeah, I downloaded RPG Maker MV. Holy shit! That's a whole different ball game to VX Ace, VX XP 2003 and 2000. Also, it is incredibly bare. Like, incredibly bare bones. It's insane. Okay, so you fuckers, I gotta drop these all into my emulator. Contra, okay, Contra and Contra 3, drag you into there, drop you into games, Super Castlevania, drop you into there, Legend of Zelda, drop you in, Zelda 2, that's in. Okay, all those. Don't want to drag fucking. I honestly. So here's something that's insane. Arc the Lad 3, Disc 1, the zip file for it is 1,275 kilobytes. Arc the Lad 3, Disc 2, 368,323. I was looking at it because I was like, wait, why the fuck is there's so much, like, why do I have so much fucking memory in my games folder? And it's like, oh, that's right, because these are fucking insanely fucking, like, I can't believe how massive the games are. I think it's, oh fuck, which one is it? Which one's my SNES? My NES one. ROMs. Okay, that's the one. All right, we'll delete those. Drag those into FCEUX. Drop those into ROMs. ROMs, there we go. Oh, that's right. I also had the fucking. I have a DS emulator, so I could play Heart Gold because I was going to play Heart Gold and do a Nuzlocke or just play it straight. I would not say it's better than VX Ace. Like VX Ace, I know how to work around the corners in VX Ace, like, and VX and XP. But the thing I hate is VX Ace and XP decided, hey, fuck it, we're gonna do a first person perspective. We're gonna go Earthbound with it, with the combat system. So when you're playing, if you're playing the RPG game and you're in combat, like, bam, it's just first person. Like, all you see are the monsters in front of you. It's not like Final. And you have your little stats and stuff on the bottom, and then the monsters on the left side of the screen. It's not a 2D version. But the characters are incredibly fucking constricted. Like, for some reason, like, they only have 4 characters. I think it's 4 characters that I saw that have, like, actual animations for combat, and it's the 4 blanketed, like, stock characters you have. And when you do your, you can create sprites inside here now, so you don't have to go to a Japanese website like you had to with VX to play it or do anything with it. But yeah, you can just create them. But I haven't gone into that much to see if that also creates like the angled animations. Like, so when you're using magic, the character's arms move and stuff, or when you attack. I don't know if it's just stock. Also, MV, like if you're gonna be making things in MV, you better have Photoshop and you better have some really good skills in making characters, like portraits for the characters, because there's barely anything. There's barely anything for portraits. And the thing that sucks is Ionic had made a lot of custom portraits for Byron's game that I was working on. And so I was all excited. I was like, oh, I can't wait. Like I had special fucking, I had special character models, portraits for Byron of Sidious, and oh god, I forgot all the characters from Freedom of the Fire. But like I had all that shit set up, so each character was unique. Like the werewolf, the wolf ranger that Byron has. I think his name's Shoryu or something like that. Like I had sprites, like personalized sprites and everything for it. Portrait was like special, like customized and personalized portrait. I had Byron of Sidious before he turned into a Death Knight. Then I had his after. Morik Rockmite, I think was his name. Okay. I gotta see if this is working. Yes, it is working. Awesome. Let me see. Input. Everything's working. Okay, so AD 2636. Okay. Options. We're gonna go for 7. We're gonna go for 7 lives just in case, because it's been a long fucking time since I've played Contra 3. Stage 1. Okay. I forget which one's the fire. Okay, fire button's Y, B is the jump. Okay, well I just wasted my super. X is the switch. All right, we're going. Awesome, barrier. And a bomb. Awesome. Oh, fucking spread. Oh, fuck you guys. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I fucking hate the infinite spawning they have. I just burned through fucking 7 lives. I needed stage 1. Like, why do you give barrier right to start? Oh, fucking homing. Done. Easy mode. Say goodbye, fuckers, because that's it. Oh, fuck. And now. we go. God damn it. God fucking damn you. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Fucking controller fucked up. And I'm dead. Lovely. And I got barrier. Okay. All right, back to okay, so you guys can see the game. Awesome. Well, I got laser. Save that laser just in case. Homing, awesome. Homing is probably the best weapon in Contra 3. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Son of a bitch. Okay. I believe there's an arc over here. Spread. Nope, I'm waiting. Come on. Oh, 3 more bombs. All right. Come on, boss. Oh, fuck off, man. I didn't even have a fucking chance on that one. Okay. Back to here. Well, at least I have missiles. Woo, I guess. Surprised Contra hasn't been made into a game or a movie yet. Oh, fuck off. There we go. Ah, fuck. Nope. That was stupid of me. me? Are you guys trolling me? You guys trolling. No, no, no. Give me that. Fuck you, sniper dude. Nope, nope, nope. Fuck off. Come on. What the fuck? I'm literally... You're supposed to be able to grab onto that. Because it's trolling. Everybody likes trolling. All right. Time to speed through this. Come on. Come on. Nope. Fucking died because infinite spawning fucking mantis, like, tyrannid fucking beasts. Nope. And I was fucking stupid on that one. Use the bomb on that. Because fuck it, why not? Because I only got fucking machine gun. And I'm too paranoid to fucking get on here and use the fucking... Whew! Who Nelly? And I'm dead. Lovely. And I fucking missed out on those. Great. And I'm fucking dead again. Yay! Really? I died twice. I died twice. The game spawned me at the fucking bottom. Okay. Flamethrower. Kill that. Fucking God. Fucking damn this game sometimes. Yep, fuck it. I'll do it. Just so I can have laser. And I can't even clear that jump again. Yeah, let me just steamroll through this section real quick because, you know. Okay. With laser, probably got a good chance of beating this fucker. No, no, no. Oh, son of a fucking bitch. Well, I don't have a chance. I do not have a cold day in hell. Come on. Fuck you. Come on. Woo! Yeah, boy. Got it. Oh, yeah. Got both. Fuck yes. I got spread and missiles. This is great. I'm loving it. Now I just got to go all the way up. That's it. I just got to keep going all the way up. Just got to stay out of the fucking missiles. Stay out of my way, missiles. Stay out of my fucking way. I'm getting to this fucking point so I can get more lives, because Son of a bitch. Yeah, come on. Come on. Get up there. Oh, you are fucking testing my fucking patience. Yep, here we go. Fucking boss. Now, the problem with this fucking boss, his fucking routine. Yeah, like the routine and the movements for this guy, the patterns do not fucking mesh well. Awesome. So I lost. I ran out of continues. So give me a second so I can check my food, and I'll be right back. Okay. Whew. So let's get back to fucking Contra 3. Because now my food is done. So now I just gotta let that sit so the fucking rice can soak up the rest of the fucking sauce. Hopefully I don't fucking just kill myself stupidly in this level. All right. Doing all right so far. Fuck. Missed the homing missiles. And I lost that. There we go. Come on. I'll tell you, humanity's like civilization is incredibly bleak and dystopian. Like, why are we even trying to save humanity? Awesome. I get fucking missiles and I die. Goody fucking gumdrops. At least I got barrier. Makes me invincible. Come on. Come on. Homing. Thank fuck. And I'll actually give up laser for fucking regular controlled missiles. And let me pause because I just got a text. Jesus. All right, so I'm going to have to use cruise missiles on this section because I don't want to fucking lose them. And of course, lost them. Great. At least I got spread. You got to be kidding me. Fucking jump. And it goes, nah. Okay. Oh, you got to be shitting me. Okay. Come on, boss. Poke your fucking ugly ass out of here. Come on. I took care of you before. I can take care of you again. Bitch. Didn't even get to use your laser breath. Wow, I've already beat my high score. Oh, fucking. Oh boy, here we go. Shouldn't be too difficult considering I have homing missiles. And homing missiles are doing diddly. Okay, flamethrower. And it goes through walls. Whew. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Barrier. I'm still going to play it safe because I'm not a fucking idiot. Nope, I'm not stupid. I'm not giving up flamethrower or homing for fucking spread, even though spread's good. Yeah, give me the bomb. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'll take laser. Come on. Stick your head out. Homing missiles are awesome. Do, do, do. That's what I love about them. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ha ha ha. Done. One life. It's just, I would say the toughest thing about level 3 for Super Contra 3 is the fucking boss. Because he really doesn't have that much of a fucking, of a tell. Okay. I gotta play it extra fucking safe here. And I fucking stupidly don't. Okay. Nope. Fucking jump. For some reason, that platform is just a pain in my ass. No, son of a bitch. You fucking pricks. Fucking despise these mutant tyrannid fucking gene stealer fucks. I have homing fucking missiles, 3 fucking lives, and I die because one of the fucking things decides, hey, that jump, you can't make that jump. It's going to be a lost cause anyways. Okay, so let's try this again from the top, shall we? Get flamethrower, get that, fucking bombs. And I fucking fall out of that because, you know, fuck the jump mechanics. Got laser. Just gotta fucking keep jumping and shoot. Jump and shoot. Fucking Mega Man this shit. Jump and shoot. All right. Flamethrower should be pretty good with this guy. Yes. Yes. Get away from me, fucking poles. Done. Fucking done. Look how awesome those are. And I fucking drop like a fucking idiot. Nah, fuck it. I'll take this over. Whew. Okay. Well, that's why you need flamethrower. God damn it, those fucking goddamn missiles. Like, you can shoot the missiles, but it's at a certain point where you can't because he's blocking them. Okay, here it comes. Because you can see right here, there's a line. That's where his leg's going to sit. And done. Okay, I gotta play this extra fucking smooth. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get the fuck away from me. Fuck you. Dead. Awesome. I'm fucking dead. God fucking damn this guy. God fucking damn it. Let's continue. All right, let's see if I can do this as smooth, as awesome as I did last time. With the fucking flamethrower, just annihilating his first form in an instant. Doubt it. I fucking highly doubt it, but you never know. And nope, flamethrower's gone because guy decides to shoot a fucking bullet right then and there. At least I got laser. And I really, really hate laser. I do. I don't know why everyone thinks it's the best. I mean, yeah, it has high damage, but it's a straight line. Flamethrower fucking, like, flamethrower bypasses walls. Fucking homing missile is just amazing and a godsend. Okay. Done. And I fucking die. No, no, no. Oh, you son of a bitch. Fucking die and lose that shit. Come on. Up you go. Like, what is the purpose of these aliens taking over Earth or attacking Earth in this day and age? Like, I've never understood that fucking plot point. Like, or the fact that it's set in, like, fucking the 2600s. Like, why not just set in the fucking 80s and be like, oh yeah, like, this is alien tech weapons. And humanity's, like, on the fucking the brink. There we go. They can have some of our memes because some of them are fucking stupid. There we go. Come on. No, no, no. No, no, no. There we go. Fuck you. Fuck you. Take it. Take it like the cunt that you are. Hoo, 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 hoo. Don't fucking do that. Do not do that to me. You're going to make me fucking have a heart attack. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm doing good so I would fucking jinx myself. God damn it. I'm telling you, this guy's fucking moves. There we go. Fuck you with the laser. Take that. Take it all. Fuck you, snipers. Okay. Get ready for the most insane fucking point. And then just stand over here. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't move half a sprite. Now we just, stand here. Hawkmen dive. Where's Flash? Actually, maybe I'm Flash Gordon. Maybe that's me. Come on, fuck you. You guys can have your fucking little super awesome fun time shit. I'm trying to just beat this, please. If I remember correctly, it takes a long fucking time to do this. Because that dude's red eye needs to open up. God fucking damn it. Please tell me it starts me there instead of right at the beginning. Oh, thank God. Sadly, it does not give me any weapons. Also, Dan, did you check out the trailer for Ready Player One and see how awesome the fucking Easter eggs are? Oh, hey, wow. I actually beat that. Lickety split, son of a bitch. I don't want barrier. Well, yeah, I do want barrier. Run down the door. Fuck you, missiles. God damn this fucking game sometimes. Oh, fucking spread. Please take me away. Oh, homing missiles. How I've missed you. No, don't take it. Don't take my homing missiles. Oh, please don't fucking kill me. Oh, thank God he's dead. No, no, no. He's not dead. He's not dead. He's angry. He angry. He real mad. And he's dead. Oh, fucking Christ. Thank God for that. Now it's just this. Take that out. Okay. Now comes the big boss. Oh no. I remember when I first saw this, I was like, oh no. No, 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 come on. Oh, thank fucking Christ. Yeah, I ain't up to your little fucking games, Terminator. And I lost my homing missiles. Touche. And I'm just gonna keep dying like a fucking bitch, cause come on. How the fuck did I die? I just keep fucking dying. God fuck. God fuck. No. No, no, no. Don't die. Don't die, you son of a bitch. Come on, come on. Go, 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 go. There we go. Fuck yeah. Fucking gene stealers. Hate those son of a bitches. Okay. Oh, I fucking hate this level. I hate this so fucking much. Dead. Fucking hate stage 4 so goddamn much. And I got one continue left. Okay. And I accidentally wasted my fucking bomb. Oh, I was gonna say thank God for the fucking for having missiles. And then I die. Woo! I'm telling you, this puts the fucking hell in bullet hell. Oh, fucking Christ. Like, look at this. Look at this shit. This is fucking insanity. All right, what horrors await me? Oh, yes. Ah, yes, this. Oh, homing missiles. No, I have flamethrower now. Oh, well, flamethrower is actually pretty good here. Oh, God, this. I don't even know. I'm using the bombs preemptively. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want you. I don't want you anywhere near my bike. Okay. Okay. Just gotta stay here. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, fucking thank the Lord. And lasers. Great. Fucking hate lasers. Oh, and I fucking die. Come on. Come on. Dodge the shots and fucking try and hit it. And I fucking failed to dodge that shot. And I fucking died there. Lovely. There we go. Fucking finally. One life left. Give me... Oh, missiles. Okay. Now what? It's been so fucking long. And I'm dead. Lovely. Oh, that's right. This fucking thing. Nope. Dead. Fuck off. All right. Well, I'm going to eat something while on stream. So give me a second. All right. Let's see. Oh, I'm not leaving, Dan. Also, Queen, I'm not ignoring you. I was trying to focus on a Bullet Storm game or Bullet Hell. Bullet Hell, Bullet Storm. I think it's Bullet Hell. God, this dirty rice smells so fucking good. Like, you do not understand how much work I've put in this week. Plus all the time I've been doing for fucking working out. Like my every upper back muscle, all my shoulders, my triceps, just like my arms, shoulders, and like upper back are just horribly sore and tense. Wouldn't say tight, but tense. So, let's see. Since Super C, I'm not gonna play. I'm not Super C. Since I'm done playing Contra 3, the Alien Wars. Let's see. Come on, hang out. I've tried massage therapy and I get complaints. From friends who will give me massages to actual therapists, they always complain about the amount of knots in my back. Plus, it's because I'm trying to fucking push my body past its limit to obtain Super Saiyan form. I've added to my ankles and wrists, I've added an extra 20 pounds. So now it's 60 pounds on my ankles, each ankle, and 60 pounds on my on my wrists. And I've added an extra 55 pounds to my vest. So now I'm when I am doing push-ups, I'm pushing up an extra 155 pounds instead of 100. Same with pull-ups. Well, pull-ups, it's an extra 95 pounds. So I've been like, and I'm counting work too. Like Josh kept like people sit there and they'll be like, oh well, like grass isn't heavy. Like when you cut, like people don't think cut grass is heavy. It can get heavy. Like a yard barrel the yard barrels we use are alone 10 pounds, 15 pounds. They're heavy duty barrels. So that's 15 pounds. And they can fit practically all they like a normal house lawn, like I think it's like an acre or a quarter acre. Like they can that'll fill a whole barrel. But what I've been doing for like the past 2-3 weeks, because we're closing up the cutting season. I've been stamping it down, and yes, then it has been getting wet. Like, so I've been stamping it down and compressing it and packing it And so, like, Josh just will look at me when because I'll finish my work. I'll finish mowing, like, my section of the lawns, and he won't be done yet. So I'll just be carrying the barrels. And so I keep stamping it down, and he's like, "You sure you can handle that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can handle it." So I'm packing down, like, 150 pounds, 200 pounds of wet grass into a barrel that itself is 10 to 15 pounds. And then I'm hauling it, and I'm not resting it on my shoulders like Josh or like a normal person would. I pack it, then I lock the top on it so it can't move, and then I just hold it. And I get it as close, hang it right over to right up, like probably an inch above my head with both hands, and I just hold it there. Sustain. Like, I think that's the term for when you're lifting weights, is you sustain the weight. Like, you hold it in place, and I do that. Like, I do that with every barrel he does. And he's like, you're gonna blow out your back doing that. I'm like, no, I'll probably blow out my shoulder muscles or my arms before I blow out my back. And so I've been doing that. Like, I did that all this week, all last week. So, like, my muscles are sore. Like, when I'm waking up now, it's sore. I also got into an argument with a friend, well, pseudo friend on Facebook the other day about working out, because I told that, because they were bragging about how much they could bench, and I asked them, well, what's your line of work? Like, what do you do for a living? And they're like, I'm an accountant. I'm like, so why do you need to bench 300 pounds? Like, I don't. The thing with bodybuilding and working out is, at least for me, like, this is like my view of working out. You work out so that you can be strong, and so you can stay fit. Like, you don't work out so you can brag. Like, doing that, like, how to, like with me, I do manual work. Manual labor is my trade. So I need to be physically fit and strong so that I can do my job effectively. Like, if this guy was like, oh, well, I'm a fucking construction worker and I'm hauling I-beams and shit, like, and I'm lifting weight, like heavy shit all day, of course I'm going to work out so that I'm like lifting 100 pounds is nothing. But if I'm an accountant and I'm bragging that I can bench 300 pounds with a spotter, and I can do like 10 presses at 300 pounds, like, that's like, you don't need that. You don't need to do that. That's just bragging rights. That's it. Like, your line of work and your skills have, like, you have no need to bench 300 pounds. Just, like, the only reason why you're benching 300 pounds is so you can brag that you can bench 300 pounds. And a lot of, like, it's just something, it's like, I don't even think I brought this up when I was bitching about fucking bodybuilders, but bodybuilders do what they do simply for bragging rights. Like, bodybuilding to me is the most vain thing you can do physically. Like, oh, look how massive my arms are. That's because I'm benching 300 pounds and this guy can't. Look how strong and like, does it matter? Does it really matter? Like, I see hot chicks dating fat dudes and scrawny guys and nerds and like, Doesn't matter if a chick likes you for your like it's like personality. Personality is probably the biggest thing. You want to be able to fucking relate to the person and have have common ground. You don't have to be 100% into everything that the other person is into. But that's the thing. Like, that's it. Like, there's been fucking attractive chicks that I've just have no interest in because they are just vapid or vain or just pricks. Just that's it. So like, I don't know why bodybuilding culture is just like, yeah, bro, like, brah, you need to have like massive arms and pecs and shit to get chicks. And it's like, you do like, at some level, you are going to get mocked viciously because the question of steroids is going to come in. And when you see, like, I love seeing this, like, just in general. Like, I like hearing my friends bitch about it or laughing about it and stuff. When bodybuilders are questioned about whether or not they use steroids or they're doing this naturally, like no protein shakes or powders or pills or anything like that. Just straight regular diet, regular exercise. Like, once you start questioning them as to how they got so big so fast, they immediately get horribly defensive and they're like, wow, I can't believe I got accused for steroids. It's like, dude, do you like, if you were benching like last month 100 pounds and in that month's time you're now benching 300, you don't see anything odd about that at all? Like, there's just so much time you can stay at the gym, and there's just so much time that you can work out. Like, this ain't Dragon Ball Z where you can just work out one day and the very next day you can triple your benching. Like, it's insane to me. So the fucking pseudo friend, because I don't even know the guy, he randomly added me. He was bragging about how he can bench 300 pounds and he's an accountant. And I'm like, well, why do you need to bench 300 pounds? And he's like, because I need to stay fit. And I'm like, you don't think you're fit enough? Like, how much of the population can can say they can bench 300 pounds? Like, what do you do? Like, besides weightlifting, what else do you do for exercise? He's like, I do a 10K jog every morning before I go into the office. I'm fucking drinking protein shakes and fucking I have like bulk powder or some shit like that. And like, as soon as I get out of the office, I'm working out for 7 hours before I go to sleep every day. And I'm like, why do you need to work out so much? He's like, to stay healthy. And I'm like, you're already healthy. Like, you just stated that you're on a healthy diet. You jog 10 kilometers per day before you go into work. You're drinking protein shakes and all kinds of fucking protein powders and fucking just normal powders and fucking pills. And then you're spending 7 hours at the gym every day. Like, you don't need that to stay healthy. He's like, yes, I do. Like, you don't know anything about me. And it's like, no, but I know human, like, what the human physique is like. Like, you can't keep up that workout regimen, especially if, like, because with the way he's talking, like, he's benching 300, like, he's benching at least 200 pounds a night for like 3 hours straight. How that's possible, I don't know, because, like, you do know, like, you need to have cheat days. You need to have rest. You can't keep working your muscles like that constantly. You gotta let them fucking recover. Like, if he's working out 7 hours a day, day in, day out, 7 days a week, 4 weeks in a month. Like he has no time in his schedule to rest, except, I guess, sit at the fucking office during his 8-hour shift. Plus, he's jogging 10 kilometers a day. Like, you don't need, you don't need to jog 10 kilometers a day. You can jog 5 kilometers a day for a week. And so he got super defensive, and then he fucking blocked me. And it's like, wow, well, I guess he's super insecure. He's not harming anybody, but it's just, well, actually, no. I feel like he is harming people. Because he's bragging about this and how people should be like him. Like, it's the same thing with women. Like, you have a hot chick on Facebook and she's bragging about how she's really hot and how she has all these, like, amazing products that make her look great. And then you see that, like, hundreds of dudes commenting on her stuff. Like, it's going to start, it makes women fucking self-conscious. Just like a lot of guys online feel self-conscious when they see, like, really buff dudes fucking bragging about, like, oh, look how muscular I am. And it's so, like it's that fucking, oh God, it's that fucking, it's just like the culture. Superheroes are super fucking buff and strong. Fucking all comic book women are fucking scantily clad with curves and perfect physiques. And so, like when he's, because I didn't look at his full post, but I could imagine, like, God, like he just, like, the guy just seems like the kind of person that's like, when he sees on one of his friends lists that they're saying, like it's just annoying to me, because I can see this dude, and it's just like the whole of body building culture. Like, if they see somebody going like, hey, I'm going to be working out, and like, or if somebody on Instagram or just somebody on Facebook posts like 10-pound weights, and they're like, going to start my workout regimen, I could see the guy going, nah, bro, you gotta have these, and you gotta have powder and shit. Like, what is this weak ass game? It just, like, his shit just doesn't stink. And it's a mixture of insecurity and, like, a superiority complex at the same time. Like, if that can even be possible. Like, he's insecure with his body, but at the same time, he feels like he's superior to people who don't do what he does. And, like, that's a level of toxicity that I can't stand with certain people. It's why I don't go to gyms. Because, yeah, Dan, like, you hear about the powder shit and how you should take fucking protein, like, shakes, and you gotta go on this, like, oh, you're working your pecs and your arm, like your upper body or your core, you gotta have this kind of diet. And it'd be like, I'm working, like you just working out, and you're like, nah, I'm fine. And they're like, no, bro, you don't understand. It's like, no, I don't. I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm working out the way I want to work out. I'm staying fit the way I want to stay fit, and it's working. No need to shove your fucking ideology down my throat. And he blocked me because I asked him, like, just me asking just random questions, like, why are you, like, why do you make a text post saying, like, yeah, I can bench 300 all day? Like, that's such a random fucking thing to post on Facebook. Like, he got super defensive and blocked me. But then there's other people that are saying, like, oh, hey, there were multiple shooters in the Las Vegas shooting. And when I'm calling them out on the insanity of, no, there's hardly any substantial evidence claiming that, I can argue with them for days on the same post and they won't block me. And it's like, well, if you don't want people fucking stating their opinions, then why are you just randomly adding them on Facebook? Like, I even asked the guy, I was like, do I even know you? He's like, nah, just random ad. You need to lift this amount of weight to get bigger and have a wider chest. I can't remember the rest. Mine zoned out at that point. But yeah. Happens. Because I was just like, hey, I'm gonna ask this dude, like, if he knows who I am. And when he's like, nah, just a random ad, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just fucking clicked off of Facebook and I started watching my videos and I just stopped. Just forgot about him. They don't want to hear your opinion. They want to hear theirs coming out of your mouth. Oh, Dan. Oh, Dan. You troll. God, I fucking love dirty rice. Fuck. Ooh. Also, got into an argument. I think was it yesterday or was it yesterday or was it Thursday where I was arguing about economics with people that just don't understand economics. That was the most annoying thing. Because, to give you a little backstory on this chick, she apparently had a bad experience at a McDonald's. Like, I'm guessing she had a bad experience because they were just talking to, like, the two chicks behind the counter were just talking to each other. And because I've been getting into a lot of arguments. Like, the last 2 weeks have been nothing but Facebook arguments. But basically, she had a problem with fucking McDonald's. The two chicks working the counter, they took her order and then they were talking. They were talking, I guess, and she had to wait extra time. And so she was fucking bitching, complaining about, wow, I can't believe these are the kind of people that are asking for $15 an hour minimum wage. Like, it's a starter job. Like, it's a beginner job. Like, only high schoolers should be working at McDonald's. And so I brought up the fact that, yeah, like I'm in full support of McDonald's workers getting 15 an hour. A lot of McDonald's do not follow state laws for minimum wage. They follow federal minimum wage. Federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour, and that was instituted in 2009. And I believe it was every year after 2009, it was supposed to be raised by 50 cents. And so the chick was like, well, what do you mean? Like, what's so good about that? And I'm like, well, $7.25 an hour is not livable, especially here in fucking the States. Like, in Massachusetts alone, you have to work like 90 something hours if you're working minimum federal wage, so that you don't pay more than 30% of your total monthly income for your apartment rent, to rent a 1-bedroom apartment. Like $7.25 an hour. Like, you're gonna have to be on food stamps to survive. Like, it's nigh impossible to live off of $7.25 an hour as a paycheck, unless you're living with other people and like you're all pooling together to rent out an apartment. Then it's livable. But if you're by yourself, there's just no way. And so she's like, yeah, well, they should just quit. If they're complaining about having not enough money to live, then they should just quit the job and get another job. And I'm like, there's some people that just cannot get another job. Like, the market might not have anything available. Like, if you apply for a job and you don't have the experience for that job, but you want to get into that, you're not going to get picked over people that have experience. And the hypocritical fucking art, the biggest hypocrisy to this chick is she works at an IHOP. She works at an IHOP as a manager, and she was trying to tell me that fucking McDonald's cannot be a career choice, even though you can work from working at the counter or in the back in the kitchen and slowly work your way up to manager, then like manager, front manager, then regional manager, so you can manage fucking a whole city's worth of McDonald's. Like, you can start working for the corporation itself from the ground up, starting as a lowly fucking fry cook. And you can work your way up over the years to become a fucking manager. Sounds like a career. And she's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, you work at IHOP. You work at a fucking breakfast fast food place. And she's like, your point? I'm like, it's the same thing as McDonald's. Only you serve fucking breakfast food. Shit breakfast food, in fact. You're one step up above a Denny's. And she's like, yeah, but I worked hard. And I'm like, yeah? So? Like, how much were you making a minimum? She's like $7.25. I'm like, okay. So you were making minimum. Were you able to fucking support yourself? She's like, no, I had my man do that for me. I'm like, okay, so like even you couldn't support yourself. You had your boyfriend support you because he was working as what, an electrician? And she's like, yeah, he was an electrician. He was making 26 an hour. I'm like, okay, so like you couldn't, like if you were left by yourself, if your boyfriend was completely out of the picture and you were in the apartment you and him were in, could you feasibly pay the rent, utilities, pay for food, pay for your insurance for your car, pay for gas, and pay for everything else you needed? She's like, no, there's no way. I'm like, you are like you are just proving my point correct that these people cannot live off of $7.25 an hour. And the more insane thing is Massachusetts minimum wage is $11 an hour. And that gets even more muddied because some managers at McDonald's or people that own the McDonald's building, but they work for the corporation, pay out minimum wage for the state. So you could have one McDonald's here in the state pay out $7.25 an hour, and then you can have another place in the state paying out $11 an hour. But she's complaining that they don't deserve $15 an hour, but the state minimum wage is $11. And there are some McDonald's that will pay out $11 an hour. Like, it just makes no fucking sense to me. Then she brings up the fucking the cost of living and tries to say that the cost of living defends her point. Oh God, what was it? Like 2006, like a gallon of milk was like $2. Gallon of milk was like $2 in 2006. Do you know how much a gallon of milk costs now? $3.25. Because it's $3.25 for a gallon of milk. Like gasoline is $2.50 or $2.54 right now. Like a dozen eggs is coming close, is like $3 or some shit like that. Like food is becoming more and more expensive. Like it's just common sense. Then she's like, oh, well, my grandfather was able to buy a house and do all this shit and blah, blah, blah when he was 18. And I'm like, yeah, guess what? My grandfather, when he was 18, 20 years old in like 1964, my grandfather was like 30 years old. Like the prices were fucking vastly lower because the dollar bill back then had more buying power. No, our argument has not been discussed, Queen. Let's see. I gotta get my fucking math out on here. Okay, so there she is. Oh boy, 67 comments. Okay. All right. In more than 99% of American counties, minimum wage is not even enough to make a one-bedroom apartment affordable. For the peanut gallery, there's a federal and state minimum wages. Companies can use either. And guess what McDonald's uses more often than not? Federal. How much is the federal minimum wage per hour? $7.25 an hour. It hasn't changed since 2009 when it was raised to that. Massachusetts minimum wage per hour is 11. The NLIHC, the National Low Income Housing Committee, states in the report that in Massachusetts, for a single person to, quote, afford a one-bedroom apartment, and they use the word afford in the sense that you are not paying more than 30% of your monthly income, you would have to work 80 hours per week in Mass if you were being paid federal minimum wage. Places like Hawaii and Virginia need you to work 116 hours per week in Hawaii or 109 in Virginia. That's insane. Let's see. Then she goes, if minimum wage goes up, everything goes up. Everything in flights, if minimum wage goes up, instead of paying $2.90 for milk, you'll be paying $3.50 for milk. Instead of paying $2.70 for gas, you're going to be paying she fucking added an L of that. You'll be paying $3.10 for gas. Whenever minimum wage goes up, it causes inflation. And she goes, let me go back. When minimum wage was $7, gas was $1. Milk was, I don't know, $1.50. That right there is a total crock of shit because, again, the minimum wage went up to $7.25 in 2009. Milk was not $1.50. Gas wasn't $1. I don't even remember gas getting that fucking low in 2009. I don't remember it. Let me see. Gas prices 2009. In January of 2009, a gallon of gasoline cost $1.89. Today, the average cost of a gallon of gasoline is $3.51. And that's as of 2013. Like these people just fucking spout bullshit. Then she goes, McDonald's should be getting paid minimum wage because that is a job for somebody that's in high school. That is not a job for people to have a family on. It is not a career. You don't graduate high school diploma and college to go work at McDonald's. And then somebody goes, it should be at around $20 to answer your question. It saves the big money makers from losing because we already have so inefficient in the way things are run. Not everybody in the world is capable of going to college and getting a great job. If you work 40 hours a week, no matter what you do, even if you just stand there and say hi to people at Walmart, you should have the right to support yourself and your family. She goes, well, then we agree to disagree. People that skate through life and stand at Walmart and say hi should not be making the same thing that somebody busting their ass every day doesn't make sense at all. If that was the case, nobody would bust their ass every day. All those jobs wouldn't exist anymore because everybody would want to be standing at the door saying hi. It just doesn't make sense to pay everybody the same thing. It doesn't. You think a 16-year-old boy should make $20 an hour, the same thing as his father, or the same thing as his grandfather makes. He goes, I'm not saying they should make the same. I'm saying people who want to go further can make even more than $20. So the people who are making $15 would now make $30. Or we can let big corporations keep all the money. It'll trickle down eventually one day, they said. I quoted her and said, welcome to a capitalistic society. A place where an ice cream taster can get up to $100,000 per year while the average American male is bringing in $90,000 per year for his salary, and the average female American is bringing in $51,000 per year. They literally taste ice cream to rate them. That's it. Should someone who tastes ice cream for $20 an hour be paid that? All they're doing is sitting at a table, eating ice cream and rating it and filling out paperwork for the company to evaluate. Every job has a function, from toll booth operators to tour guides to fast food workers. People use toll booths, hire guides when they visit places, and they eat. You can't remove one without causing a chain reaction that will damage a lot of jobs in the long run. Also, my grandfather was born in 1934, and he was paid $1.15 an hour in 1964. Let that sink in. My father, born in 1963, when he worked at a restaurant in town in 1980, he was paid $3.10 an hour. There are two things that account for the pay raise. One is inflation. A dollar bill in 1964 is worth $7.90 today. because the dollar has lost purchasing power in the market. Hell, costs for food and shit are 690% higher than in 1964, which brings me back to my other point, the cost of living. In 1964, a dozen eggs cost 54 cents, a gallon of milk cost 95 cents, and the cost of a new home just bought at fair market price, $20,500. And the hourly minimum wage was $1.15. The cost of a dozen eggs in 2017, the average cost is $2.53. The cost of an average gallon of milk is $3.24, and the cost of a new home, average fair market trade, is $368,100, with the hourly federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. The federal poverty line for a family of 5 is $28,410, and yet almost 40% of all American workers do not even bring in $20,000 a year. If you work a full-time job at $10 an hour all year long with 2 weeks off, you would make approximately $20,000. And I believe that's after taxes. This should tell you something about the quality of the jobs that our economy is producing at this point. I'm just not sure how people can mock a job because they find it beneath them and state it requires no skills, even though most jobs require a high school diploma or more. And she just got pissed off and said, damn, does everyone miss the actual post? You guys are getting so deep into economics. And it's like, no, like you were the one that brought up the cost of living, and you're the one who was bringing up like bullshit fucking facts. Like, oh, the cost of like a gallon of gas in 2009 was fucking $1, even though it wasn't. And so I've been arguing with fucking idiots that don't know anything about the country they live in, which is sad. And conspiracy theorists and bodybuilders. But the biggest thing I've been arguing about with people is the fucking Las Vegas shooting. And gun control. Because one of my friends thinks that this is a fucking, like a CIA job, like a black ops job to get fucking gun control. I have yet to hear somebody say that it was robots. Like the one guy I argued with about the Boston Marathon bombings a couple of years back when it happened. What's up, Dan? Oh, I finished that too fast. Now my chest hurts. Fuck. There we go. Oh, Christ. Today's fucking Saturday. It was not robots, Dan. You stop it right now, good sir. Also, when I opened up, because I showed you guys fucking, I told you guys that I got a Baron and Luthien, the lay of it in book form. Found something incredibly shocking about the book. It does not have a map. Like, I opened it up to the back just for the sake of it, because there's a lot of beautiful pictures that Alan Lee's drawn. Because this is the first time that I've actually seen him draw Thangorodrim and the insides of Morgoth's Keep. And so I'm scrolling through the back, and I'm like, wait, where's the map? It goes right to it goes right to the glossary, where it contains words that seem to that have archaic usage, because Tolkien wrote it as a lay in Saxon. Oh God, God, I forgot the Saxon meter, like the meter that they use. So like haggard, glamoury, forhungered. Like nobody says, "Man, I am forhungered," which means starved, or opes, which is open, runagate, which means deserter or renegade, rulebone, which is ivory. Like that's it. It goes right to that. Like that's the last 3 pages of the book, and I'm like, wait, where's the map? Like this is talking about fucking Beren and Luthien, who literally travel from the guarded realm of Doriath in Beleriand, who get stuck on Tol Sirion in I believe it's Minas Tirith, the original Minas Tirith, where fucking Sauron captures them and is Lord of Werewolves, and then they go across the blasted realm of Arnafuian. I think that's the name of it, and then they go to Thangorodrim and Angband. And it's like, usually you give them a map, you give your readers a map so they can be like, oh, okay, so they're over here. But like, I don't see a map anywhere. Also, I'm really liking the borders for the pictures and stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute. I swear, I haven't looked at this book fully, but I just noticed something. A passage from the sketch of the mythology. During the 1920s, my father was engaged in the casting of the lost tales of Turumbar and Tinuviel into verse. The first of these poems, The Lay of the Children of Húrin, in the Old English alliterative meter, was begun in 1918, but when far from completion, he abandoned it, very probably when he left the University of Leeds. In the summer of 1925, the year in which he took up his appointment to the professorship of Anglo-Saxon at Oxford, he began, quote, the poem of Tinuviel, called The Lay of Leithian. This he translated, released from bondage, but he never explained the title. This isn't talking about fucking Beren and Luthien like I thought it'd be. You lied to me, book. You lied to me, book. The Quenta Noldorinois. In the subtitle, it is said that it is the, quote, brief history of the Noldli, or gnomes, drawn from the Book of Lost Tales, which Errol, a.k.a. Elfwine, wrote. Long poems are, of course, now in being, substantial but massively unfinished, and my father is still working on the Lay of Leithian. In the Quenta, there emerges the major transformation of the legend of Beren and Luthien by the entry of the Noldorin prince Felagund, son of Finrod. To explain how this could come about, I will give here a passage from this text, but a note on names is needed. The leader of the Noldor in the great journey of the elves from Cuivian, the Water of Awakening, in the furthest east, was Finwë. His 3 sons were Fëanor, Fingolfin, and Finrod, who was the father of Felagund. Later, the names were changed. The 3rd son of Finwë became Finarfin, and Finrod the name of his son. But Finrod was also Felagund. This name meant Lord of Caves or Cave Hewer in the language of the dwarves, for he was the founder of Nargothrond. The sister of Finrod, Felagund, was Galadriel. Whew. And then a passage extracted from the Quenta. The second extract from the Lay of Leithian. Yeah, like this is just a fucking academic fucking narrative. The narrative in the Lay of Leithian to its termination. Like, I was expecting this to be more like the Children of Hurin, because when I was in sophomore year, I ordered the Children of Hurin when it got published. And so basically what it is it's the Silmarillion is basically a summary book. It has summaries of each story, and that's it. Like, maybe 5 to 8 pages covers the whole of the Children of Hurin and Turin Turambar fighting Glaurung and his sister Niniel fucking falling in love with him and killing herself when she finds out that she's actually his brother and stuff like that. Like, that whole fucking story spans 5 to 8 pages. Christopher Tolkien took those 5 to 8 pages, took all of the stories and like the writing about that story that his father made and made that into a full-fledged book. So it's like a 200-page book that goes from start to finish, like full detail of Turin's life and like what he did in the first stage, from birth to death. And so I was like, wow, this is really in-depth. I love, because Turin Turambar is my favorite character in the whole mythology. And so when I saw this at the bookstore, I was like, oh my god, like this is like the Lay of Beren and Luthien is probably the most important. Like, I wouldn't even say it's the most important in, well, actually, yeah, it is important in the mythology, because Beren and Luthien's fucking children become like the kingly, overpowered fucking people. It's also the first time, I believe it's the first time that a man married and fell in love with an elf. But the thing is, the reason why it's the most important is because Beren is Tolkien and Luthien is his wife. On their gravestones, it states, "Here lies Beren and Luthien." Tolkien, while he was in the trenches, was writing this and sending it to his wife while he was fighting at the Somme. Like, this is the most personal story that Tolkien has. Because, like, his wife is the elf maiden that Beren falls in love with, and Beren is his proxy in the mythos. And so I was like, oh, I can't wait. I get to read the full fucking story. Like, and the story is just insane. Like, you got fucking Sauron turns into a werewolf. There's a vampire chick, and she follows the fucking greatest of the werewolves. There's a fucking godly dog that, like, the hunting dog of Orome. Oh god, let me grab his name, because I got the book right here. And the sad thing is, spoilers for, like, because people don't probably will never read the Silmarillion, but the dog dies. It's not Curufin. Dior, son of Beren and Luthien, father of Elwing, the mother of Elrond and Elros. Like, that's their only big claim to fame. Well, not just their big claim to fame. Like, Beren and Luthien fuck up a lot of shit in the first stage. Gimli is in this story, but he's a very old and blind Noldorin elf, long a captive slave in the stronghold of Telvildo. Possessed of extraordinary power of hearing, he plays no part in the tale of Tenuviel or in any other tale and never reappears. God, what is the fucking name of the goddamn dog? I have a feeling it's probably Huan, Huan, the mighty wolfhound of Valinor who became the friend and savior of Baron Luthien. He gets into a massive fight. Gimli will get tossed. He gets tossed twice. But yeah, basically the book isn't the full fucking story. It's just an academic study and piece on it, which is kind of a shame because this book cost me $30 flat for an academic like dissection of Baron and Luthien, even though like the history of Middle Earth has this. It might have more. It may actually flesh out because there is the lay inside of it. I mean, granted, I have uh, two of the books actually talk about it and go into quite a lot of depth. That is true. He did ask for it, Dan. Now, here's my question. Did Aragorn keep his word and not tell Legolas that he tossed him? That's what I want to know. That's the question that needs to be asked. Did Aragorn fucking lie and say, not a word, I won't tell Legolas that I tossed you over a chasm to kill Uruk-hai? And then later on, he was like, yeah, totally fucking, you should have saw Gimli. I tossed him like a fucking rag doll. That's also something, this is something that that's actually made me wonder. Why has nobody ever written a sequel to Lord of the Rings? Like H.P. Lovecraft's like Cthulhu mythos was written by dozens of other writers after his death. Like it's an incredibly fleshed out universe, and like Tolkien never finished fleshing it out. Like I don't know why his son Christopher never fucking was like, yeah, I'm gonna continue my father's like life work of finishing the like the Silmarillion. Like he tried to, but like all he did was essentially just take what his father had finished, right, like what he had written. I guess Sten, but like his son Christopher does have a pretty good knack for writing. Like it's why I was so like it's why I'm so enamored with the Children of Hurin story. Like it's not Tolkien levels of writing, but it's close enough. Like he doesn't go too far into depth in like scenery and the history and stuff because that's already been established. It allows you to just jump right into the story. And I mean, granted, like, well, actually, no, because a lot of the lay isn't even like in full depth. It's a poem. like it was a poem. So like a lot of what was written in the book is not written in the lay itself. And so what Christopher Tolkien did was he fleshed out the poem, and it just works. It just like he enhanced Turin Turambar from being this fucking ideological fucking like epic hero to being just a man, and fleshing him out. But he's still heroic in the sense of an epic character, and his destiny is even more epic and amazing than every other character. Like Aragorn does not have as great a destiny as Turin does. Turin is going to take Gurthang, his sword, and plunge it into the fucking chest of Morgoth in the Dagger Daggerath and avenge the children of Húrin. Like he's not like he's avenging mankind because mankind was tainted by Morgoth along with the elves and stuff. Like, but his main fucking goal isn't just to do that, but it's to exact revenge for what he did to, like, Morgoth did to him, his father, his mother, and his sister, or sisters, because his first sister died when Morgoth released fucking toxic smoke from Thangorodrim, and she got ill when she was a baby and died. But like that's his whole goal. I'm getting fucking revenge, and he does it. Like no other, like none of the Valar, none of the fucking greatest heroes of like in Middle Earth's history, not like the gods aren't going to kill him. Fucking one man is going to do it, and it's Turin Turambar. And like that's just badass to me. Like he had a great destiny, but it was just fucked over by like his own stubbornness and because of Morgoth. Like he could have, like if Morgoth was, like it goes into more depth in the academic books that Christopher released, because Christopher fucking points out, Christopher points out something that's actually really interesting. In the Children of Húrin, Morgoth places a curse on the children of Húrin and tells him that like pain and suffering and woe is all they're going to know. But we don't know, like the way Tolkien describes it in the lay does not fully show that he's actually affecting them. Them thinking that the curse works is what makes the curse work. And so Christopher Tolkien points out that maybe Morgoth is not as powerful as he once was, because he's now in mortal form. Like the reason why Morgoth does not leave Thangorodrim and like just taste of fear, and so he feared leaving his fortress. And so it's like, well, how omnipotent is Morgoth? And so it makes you like of the story, it makes it even that more enjoyable. Because it just makes the story more tragic. Like the entire time, Morgoth is just exactly Turin, Master of Fate, Slayer of Glaurung. Oh God, such great titles. Okay, maybe it was just a hiccup, but yeah, like in the story of in Turin's story, like Morgoth is fearful that Turin is actually going to be strong enough to overcome the curse. Like that's one of his darkest fears. And so Christopher Tolkien posits that maybe Morgoth is afraid because that means that he is not as powerful as he thought he was, and that he is essentially losing his godlike abilities. And he'll be just like his lieutenants and fucking the lowliest orc. And so, like, if Turin had not fallen to, like, if the shit that happened in Turin's life did not happen, he would have become the greatest king and hero of the First Age. Like, Turin was able to rally a group of bandits, turn them into a fighting force, and they had such ferocity and skill in battle that orcs feared to go anywhere near their domain. And so for years, like I think it was like 5 or 6 years, like the orcs never went as further south, and it actually saved a lot of people, and it actually helped the free peoples of Beleriand or Middle Earth to fucking rally and marshal armies. Like, if it wasn't for Turin's act with the bandits or the outlaws and keeping those areas safe, his mother and sister would not have been able to escape Hithlum, where they lived, and cross those plains and regions and go to Doriath to talk to the elves and find out, yeah, like your son ran off because he accidentally killed a guy. Like, that's the whole reason why Turin leaves, is because he's mocked incessantly. He comes back from fighting because he's a ranger, like Beleg Strongbow, his friend and comrade. He comes back and he goes to fucking the Great Halls of Doriath, and as he sits down, he's completely covered in muck and grime. His hair is unkempt. Like, he's tired, travel weary, and he just sits down because he's fucking tired. And he's the foster son of the king. And so one of the fucking elves, who just does not like Turin at all, just starts mocking him, throws a comb at him, and he's like, fucking comb your hair, you fucking savage. And he just incessantly fucking mocks him and just keeps poking him with a pointy stick. And so Turin just has enough, takes his fucking goblet that he's got in his hand and throws it with such force from his, like, just such force and anger, he fucking kills him instantly. Hits him right in the face, kills him. And when he realizes, oh shit, I just killed him, he flees because he thinks, well, fuck, I'm gonna be casted as a fucking murderer and outlaw now. And so, in avoiding punishment and fucking exile or death, he flees. And so when the king comes back, he's all pissed off that Turin fucking killed somebody. And then when the rest of the elves that were there were like, no, that douchebag deserved it. He was fucking mocking your foster son. And once he hears that, he's so heartbroken over, like, Turin being afraid that he's like, send out my riders, try and find him. And they can't find him for years. And so, like, after a few years, fucking Turin's fucking deeds with the outlaws reaches his ears, and he tells Beleg, his friend, to take the dragon helm of Hurin and bring it to him, because that's his ancestral family heirloom. Like, there's a lot of shit that just fucks over Turin, and sometimes it's like, God damn it, Turin, stop. Please stop being so stubborn. But then there's other times where it's like, oh, fucking Christ. Can Turin get a break, please? Can he? Like, when he kills, spoilers, when he kills Beleg, because Turin's betrayed by Mim the petty dwarf when he's staying in Amon Rud, which is the fortress and center of his operations as an outlaw and leader. And so Beleg's friends with him, and he meets up with him, and he starts working with him and the outlaws. And Mim gets pissed off because he hates elves, and Turin's really good friends with an elf. So orcs find him. Mim tells them, like, hey, this is how you get into the fortress or the mountain or the hill. They kill all the outlaws. They capture Turin so they can bring him back to Thangordrim because that's Morgoth's imperative now. And Beleg is just get the shit beat out. I think Beleg was hunting at the time. And so Beleg finds out what happened. He kills Mim. No, he doesn't kill Mim. I'm sorry. He doesn't kill Mim. He just chases after Turin. And before they get to Thangordrim, there's a storm, and Beleg fucking pulls out his dagger. He's been tracking him for fucking weeks on end. Turin has just been tortured, and he's now paranoid and fucking he's suffering from PTSD. And Beleg pulls out his knife, and he cuts the restraints off of Turin, and a thunderbolt hits. And Turin just sees this silhouette of a figure with a knife in its hand, so he finally thinks the orcs are gonna finally fucking kill me. My restraints have been cut loose. So he grabs the fucker's sword and stabs him, and he finds out that it's actually his best friend. And he's so fucking distraught that he just murdered his best friend with Gurthang that he runs off in just a fucking panic. Like, that's like, Turin does not need that. Like, Turin and Beleg, bros until the end. Fucking Morgoth. You prick. Hey, Vay. I'm still hungry, and I still got like fucking 4 pounds of this shit left, so I'm probably gonna eat some more. Yeah, I do have stuff to drink, so that's good. And it's Saturday night. Yay! Means I'll be drinking a little bit. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna drink any. Yeah. Like, my liver is fucking pretty fucked up as it is already. Like, I don't think my liver needs to be fucking destroyed further. Let's see. I am still surprised that I'm seeing Argwain, son of Umarth. Like, God, Tolkien. Like, I don't care what the fuck anybody says. Tolkien has some of the most badass named characters. Like the fact that Narsil, the sword that Isildur uses, is fucking is actually a sword from the First Age. Like, Like, oh my god. Like, Argawain means bloodstained. And Urmarth means ill fate. So what? And that's Turin's alias when he goes to Nargothrond. So what Turin is saying and calling himself is bloodstained, son of ill fate. And then Finduilas is just an asshole to him. And she's like, I don't believe you. That doesn't fit you. I'm calling you Thurin, which means secret. And then that's another thing. Turin completely fucks over an incredibly beautiful elf maiden, which is Finduilas. And he doesn't go to save her. He goes to try and find his mother and sister. And like Finduilas would have broken the curse if he had fucking stayed there and saved her over his mother and sister. But that's the thing. Like, you feel for Turin, because if you were given the choice of a chick that you've known for like a year or so or 2 years towards like your mother and sister who have been stuck in a fucking war-torn country, probably being tortured to death by Easterlings, like who are you gonna pick? You're gonna go with your family. Of course you're gonna go for your family. Like, you haven't seen your mother and sister. Like, your sister was born. Like, your mother was pregnant with your sister when you were like left, when you were sheltered. But like Narsil, if I remember correctly, Narsil was forged by the dwarven smith Telkar, and then it became an heirloom to the descendants of Elros, and Elros was the first king of Numenor. And then it went into the hands of Elendil because it wasn't mentioned anytime else. And so he carried that to the siege of Barad-dûr, but Sauron killed him and the sword broke when he fell under him. And so Isildur took up the sword and used it to cut the One Ring from Sauron's hand. And then Isildur took the shards home with him. But he was killed in like the second or third year of the Third Age in the Gladden Fields. And so Otar took the shards because he was the esquire of Isildur, and he brought them to Rivendell, where Isildur's youngest son Valindir was fostered. And so then the shards of Narsil were passed down as heirlooms to the kings of Arnor, not the kings of Gondor. And then after the Northern Kingdom was destroyed, they remained an heirloom to the Rangers of the North. And then in the Fellowship of the Ring, that's when Aragorn reforges it into Underil, Flame of the West. And he was at that point the chieftain of the Dunedain and heir of Isildur. Also, the fact that, like, if I remember correctly, Narsil was not a flaming sword. Underil was. Underil was a flaming sword because, like, when he would draw it from the blade, like it had, like it just had a flame on it. Like, I don't know why, but it just does. And it's just awesome. Plus, like, Tolkien goes into depth about how it has the 7 stars between the rayed sun and the crescent moon, which are the symbols of Elendil and his sons Anarion and Isildur. Like, God, just amazing. Just absolutely fucking amazing. Like, I just love just how rich the lore is for some things in Lord of the Rings. But then, the problem, like, here's a big problem with Lord of the Rings is you can't feasibly make Lord of the Rings into a pen and paper game. You can't. Like, you can't convert Lord of the Rings into D&D stats or Pathfinder stats or anything like that. You, like, even the One Ring and the in MERP, Middle Earth role playing and stuff like that, cannot feasibly get everything down packed 100%. Like, all of the characters are just uber epic level characters right out the gate, except for the hobbits. Like, Gandalf is a literal fucking angel. Legolas is practically an angelic being because he's an elf. Aragorn has the blood of a fucking angel. Elves and the Dunedain blood in him. He has a fucking like right out the like nearly right out the gate. He has a fucking like I think somebody did the math on like Aragorn's sword, but it's keen, it has flaming because Undril's a flaming sword, but it's also holy. It's a hallowed blade. And that right there is like a +5 or a +6 enhancements for Keen. I think Keen's a +1, Flaming might be a +1, but like holy, I don't even know. That I think that's a +2 or 3 enchantment on a D&D weapon. But just absolute insanity for the weapons. Plus, we don't know like all like. Plus, it's the only magical weapon we have besides the Barrow White daggers, or the Barrow daggers that the hobbits have, and the Barrow daggers aren't even really that good. They have incorporeal bane. They're like ghost bane weapons or wraith bane weapons, which I think is a +5 enhancement. But like an even bigger insanity about it is like once it's used against a white or a wraith, it just gets destroyed. So there's that. But then like Legolas doesn't have a magical bow. He has two. He has like two. I think it's two. Like one dagger and it's mithril. Like let me check just in case because it's been a few like it's been quite a while since I've read fucking Lord of the Rings. Uh, do. Legolas dagger. And then, of course, United Cutlery links are the only things I'm getting. Wow, Legoless. That's a horrible mispronunciation. It's supposed to be an A instead of an E at the end. Legolas, not Legoless. Uh, do, do, do. Okay, yeah. So Legolas's weapons are the bow of the Galadrim, a Mirkwood bow, and one long knife. A long white dagger. That's it. That's all he gets. Gimli has a battle axe. Boromir has a sword and shield and a dagger. Gandalf has Glamdring, which in itself is a magical sword from the First Age. And that's it, really. I mean, Frodo has Sting, Bilbo's magical sword, which was a dagger created in the First Age. Again, that's another question and plot. I guess that would be a plot hole or an inconsistency in the lore. Like, how did the trolls get the fucking magical weapons? No problem, Dan. You get them to sleep. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully the pain's not as bad tomorrow. I'm probably gonna pop off now, anyways. I want to eat some more. So, fuck is that? Is that mulch? It's either mulch or leather. Ugh. Okay.